What up, QC crew? King Day is in the mother building.
Run it up for so. JBRISKO, not know when we so. Run that shit, we at all the show. Say that shit for your camera roll.
Warning. Everything said in this video and on this platform is strictly my opinion and all alleged. Here, we speak about hot topics on YouTube and other social media platforms for entertainment and conversational purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? It is your homie King Day here in King's Corner, and I am back with another reaction video for you. Now look, what up y'all? We are back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to a woman tell a story time about how her real father expected a happy Father's Day on Father's Day, and he's never been a father to her. All right. How many of y'all can relate? Let's comment down in the comment section. We're going to go ahead and get straight into this one. It sounds like a little bit of entitlement will be witnessed today. Look, I ain't going to hold you. I never do. If you mess with me like I mess with you, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're going to get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let go.
You think that you were going to get a happy Father's Day out of me? You are sadly mistaken. Story time about how my real father decided to call me on Father's Day and tell me, oh, well, thanks for calling me on Father's Day. What? So this is probably going to be a couple parts. So my real father, let me tell you. So he has 6 kids, but we only claim 5 of them because the first one we don't claim. And
he got 6 kids, but y'all don't claim the first one. Did he do something that was just unacceptable? You know, is he one of them PDF files or something like that? Did he unalive somebody? Does he believe in some things you could never? I mean, let me know, because how y'all got 6? You gonna say you don't claim the first one? How you don't claim the first? What did the first one do or didn't do? I'm just playing. Let me stop acting like this is foreign. I've heard this so many times. People have siblings, but they only claim certain ones. Are y'all like that? Do you have siblings? Or you like, I mean, yeah, that's my brother, but that ain't really my brother. Or yeah, she cool, my sister, whatever, but that ain't really my sister. Y'all let me know.
he has never been in my life. Ever. Like, he's been in and out of my life. Like, whichever woman he was with, like my sister's mothers, if they liked the kids, then maybe we was included and stuff. And my aunt always tried to include us in it too. Like, she always was running around all different parts of the area, you know, trying to get us. Like, and I'm from the tri-state area, so we was all in different states and stuff like that. She was always trying to run around and get us to bring us together. So I'm just like, you never really been there for me, so why would I ever give you a happy Father's Day? So literally from when I was a baby to now, like, my real father and my mother have never been together. I think they just was like, they hooked up, they got pregnant, they had me. And he just never been there. Like, he's always been like for the streets. Like, he not for the streets as in like selling drugs or nothing, but for the streets, for the women. Like, he loved having different women. It was a different woman every time I would see him. And mind you, I would see him in jumps, like in gaps. And the only time I would kind of see him recently is because I would be going to my aunt's house to watch the Eagles game. So my sister just graduated, one of my baby sisters. So we have one more baby sister after her, but my baby sister just graduated high school and she got a full ride to her college. So she had a graduation party. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to her graduation party. Mind you, I was not feeling good. I was throwing up in the morning and stuff like that. But I just was like, you know what? This is my baby sister, you know, party. I couldn't make it to her graduation, but I'm going to make it to her party.
Okay.
So I go over there and it's 4 out of the 5 of us there, right? So it's like my baby sister and my other sister, they share a mom, so they always live together. My other sister that's in between them, she always be over there. So like those 3, and then it was me. So I'm over here, we over here about to eat, you know, got the music going, we having a good time. So then I see my baby, like my youngest sister, come out the car. So I'm like, oh, hey girl. And next to her, I see my sperm donor. I'm like, well, what is he here? So legit, like, we all looking around. So me and my sister, it's like my sister that's after my sister after me. She turned around, I turned around, and my sister's mom was like, who invited him here? And I was like, it wasn't me. She said, how you gonna invite him? I said, listen, we didn't invite him. And legit, we looking at each other, and he come over smiling with no teeth, because he ain't got no teeth. But he just hyped and saying, like, what's up? And I look over like, what? Come back for part 2.
It's crazy when you have a whole lot of kids and don't none of them mess with you. All the kids looking at each other. They all looking around. Who invited him? Who told him to come here? Who told him? And he just skinning and grinning. And everybody's looking like, why are you here? Nobody wants you here. No one invited. Who invited you? Trying to figure out who invited you. You got 6 kids. Bring one of them with you. So the other 5, well, I should say the other 4, because they say they don't mess with the oldest one. So the other 4 is sitting there looking like, why he here? Why is he here? Who invited him? Who let him in? Nurse!
Part 2 on how my real father called me to ask me for a happy Father's Day, and I haven't even really talked to him, and you haven't even been a father to me. So I'm at the part of the story where he comes over and saying hey to us and my sister's mom. He like, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. So mind you, I've seen him at my aunt's house when we was watching the games, but I don't talk to him, right? Like, we don't have real conversations. We talk about whatever is present right now. If the game is on, we talk about the game. If we talk, like, if the, I don't know, we watch wrestling too. So, like, if wrestling is on, we talk about wrestling, but we're not talking about nothing about me, my life, his life. I don't care, right? I really
Y'all don't know each other.
So he says to me, oh, hey, blah, 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 you know, I'm got myself together. I got a job, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay.
Good for you.
He was like, oh, why you kind of giving me this attitude? You ain't give me this attitude when you was at your aunt's house. I said, we didn't talk at my aunt's house. Like, we never really had any conversation. It's like, oh, I was sad. I was down on my, like, I was depressed, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. So, mind you, he starts to go into, like, he said his birthday's next month, and I told him when his birthday was, and then he had said something about my birthday, and I said, oh, well, when is it? He said, like, the month, and I said, oh, of course, you know the month, but you don't know the day. He said the day, and I was like, oh, okay. He was like, oh, yeah, apologize, you thought I was going to get it wrong. I was like, oh, what, you want a cookie?
Right, you my daddy.
And he's just kind of, like, hype about, like, him knowing it, and then and then I had said a comment about, all of our birthdays are similar. Like, my one sister is October, my 2 sisters are in November, I'm December, and my other sister is January. So it's like, I was like, dang, you was freaking all of our moms around the same time. Obviously, different years. And he was like, oh, you want to know about my love life? No, I don't. I really don't.
I don't know nothing about you.
I don't care about your love life. And I have to preface this. This is the day before Father's Day, okay? So, literally, legit the day before Father's Day that we see him in person at my sister's graduation party.
Mm-hmm.
So he telling me about this woman. He just started going again. I don't care. It's been so many women. I could literally rehearse the script that he was going to say to me. Oh, she's different. I really like her. She got all these attributes. Blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I've been going through this for the last 28 years of my life. I really don't care. And I said that from the very beginning. So when I told him, I said, what's her middle name? Because he was talking about giving her like a promise ring. I said, what's her middle name? I said, what is she allergic to? I said, what medication does she take? Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know all that. Exactly.
What?
So you want to sit here and have this conversation with me about this woman that I don't care about. Like, that I don't know and I don't care to know. So he over here like, oh, man, that really hurt. That really hurt me. I'm like, oh, I really just don't care. So he gets all of our numbers, right? Like, because he didn't have none of our numbers. Like, me or my sisters. The only sister he had was the sister he came with. So he gets our numbers and I'm just like, okay. And he does this thing, right? Where he'll call you for a couple of weeks and then he'll just disappear. And he's like, nah, it's different this time. It's different this time. I'm like, oh, okay. So, mind you, I'm like, I go home and I talk to my fiance and I'm just like, I really hope, in my brain, I'm thinking, I really hope he just don't think that I'm going to call him on Father's Day. Like, why would I call you? I haven't talked to you in months. Like, and even though I see you, you're not a father to me. Like, what? Come to part 3.
Let's get to it.
Part 3 of how my father thought he was going to get a happy Father's Day out of me, and you haven't talked to me in a long time, or even was a father to me in my entire life. So next day happens, it's Father's Day, right? So I'm over here, me and my fiance, we gotta go food shopping because it's not really that much stuff in the house, and we are really on like protein, less carbs, really trying to, you know, get our body right. You know, stay tuned for the fitness series. And he calls me and he's like, oh yeah, you ain't think I was gonna call you, right? I was like, no, you do this thing where, you know, you want to change to be father of the year and you call to annoy me the first couple of weeks and then you just disappear. So like, I knew this phone call was gonna come. So he's talking, saying this and that. He went to church, blah, 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 something about Father's Day. So then he says, oh yeah, thanks for calling and say Happy Father's Day.
You welcome.
Or like something about me telling him Happy Father's Day.
You welcome.
I said, well, you out of your mind. You think I was gonna say Happy Father's Day? When were your fathers?
You want to be sarcastic? Thank you for telling me. You welcome. Now what? What's next?
I was like, thank you for impregnating my mom to make sure that I was here. I'm grateful for that aspect of it. But why would I call you to tell you Happy Father's Day? Oh, I know I wasn't really a good father. And, you know,
So
I'm
why
not a
were you
bad
expecting
person.
something?
Da-da-da. I said, yeah, you don't have to be a bad person, but you're an awful father. Like, you've never fathered none of us unless you were with the person's mom. And you were never with my mom. So I just kind of fell to the wayside. But I just feel like these fathers got the nerve. Like, you think just because you impregnated these women and created kids with them that they owe you a Happy Father's Day? Mind you, you've never even been around. And something that he does that pisses me off. My stepdad, he died 3 years ago, almost 2.5 years, really. And he keeps bringing up the fact that my stepdad passed away. Like, and mind you, he was in my life since I was like in 2nd grade all the way up to 3 years ago. Like, I was a kid, okay? And he keeps saying like, oh yeah, you know, I know your stepdad passed away, R.I.P. He said, but your bio dad, talking about him, is here, and I don't, what does that, he said, I want to be a good father. I said, so I'm thinking to myself, you only want to be a good father to me because my stepdad passed away? Like, what? And to me, it's like, you just trying to sit here and go through all of these different things. Like, oh, it only makes sense for you now because he's not here, and oh, because you're better. Like, the thing that pisses me off with this whole situation, and I had to go through a lot of therapy, a lot of prayer, a lot of crying, is he is who he is, right? And I came to the realization that he was just going through life, just like how we all go through life, right? Like, he was just trying to figure out life. But you did it at the expense of all your kids. And now you want to just crew back into their lives 20 plus years later, 18 plus years later, 17 plus years later, 24 plus years later, and be able to create these relationships. Baby, relationships do not grow overnight. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. And honestly, you better hope that any of us really wants a relationship with you, because at this day I have decided, like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm not expecting nothing from him, because when my stepdad died, like, I just felt like my dad died. Like, that's it. Like, because that was my dad. Like, you fathered me into this life, and my stepdad was my dad. Like, come on now.
That's all she got for us. That's all she got for us. And she hit so many points. I done related to her so many times in these little bitty 3 parts that she put out on so many levels. Man, first of all, I'm gonna get this one out the way because it don't got nothing to do with Father's Day, but it really grinds my gears when someone passes away and another person who has not been in your life, has not done anything for you, don't even know the basic bare minimum things about you, come and say, I'm going to, I guess, basically, essentially step up now that this person has gone. Now, my daddy didn't do this. My daddy didn't say, hey, your mama passed away, I'm going to step in. He didn't say those words, and I'm glad he didn't, because that's the quickest way to get cut off. But my mama's mama did, right? And it ticked me off so bad because my grandma was in my life from beginning to the end of hers, period. On Father's Day, I told my grandmother, my dad's mom, Happy Father's Day. My grandma was my mama, my daddy, and my grandma. Now, not to say she was my mama to replace my mother. No, but she was definitely the second mother. Definitely. My mama made sure what had to be done was done. She took care of me, all of that. My grandma did not raise me. My mother raised me. But my grandma was definitely second to that. It's just like she was right there, basically like my daddy, right? And when she passed away, my mama's mama gonna come and say, now that your grandma passed away, I gotta step, bitch. And we not going to excuse my language. And then my mom passed away. And she felt like, and mind you, it was about a year apart. So within that year of my grandma, because I consider myself to have one, within that year of my grandma passing away, she ain't do shit. She ain't say shit. She ain't show up. She ain't nothing. Nothing. She made that statement and went back to doing what she do. Then a year and a month later, my mama passed away. And this lady say it again. Now this time, it's her daughter that has passed away, right? And so now this time, she thinks she finna blow my phone up. She thinks she finna talk to me, and we finna kumbaya, and we finna get to know each other, and we just finna be cool. Lady, I don't even know you. Granted, I've seen her at every family function. Every single one of them, right? I've seen it at every single family function. But do you know me? Y'all know she called me and told me happy birthday before, a month before my birthday. She called me October. She actually called me on Halloween, so she was way off. She called me October 31st. She didn't even call me October 30th. She called me October 31st. My birthday is November 30th. Why are you calling me, talking about happy birthday. Now, this was way before, a couple years before people started passing away. But my thing is, you don't even know me. You don't even know my birthday. You don't even know my birthday. So why do you think that now that someone has passed away, you and I are going to be two peas in a pot, or two peas in a pot, or however? Y'all tell me how I go. Why you think we finna be bestie westies? No, me and my grandma was besties westies. It wasn't a day that went by that we did not talk on the phone and have a full blown conversation. I'm not talking about, hey, how you doing? I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. No, we was on the phone. We was gossip girling, okay? We was chit-chatting. We was talking about the church. We was talking about the friend. I would call her and ask her about this, or sometimes on a good note, you know, on some positive stuff, not just gossiping, which my grandma really wasn't a messy person like that, but I'm just going to call it gossiping because it's girl talk. You know what I'm saying? But hey, how you cook this? Calling her about a recipe, putting her onto something. She calling me, hey, whoop the whoop, got something on sale. You need one? You want an extra one? You want it? We talked every day. That was my girlfriend. My grandma was my girlfriend. That was my bestie. You hear me? And so then my mama's mama thinks she finna jump in, and we'll talk about that another day. We're talking about Father's Day. Now, the second thing that I was able to relate to was, how are you absent? We talking about fathers now. We done went back to fathers. How are you absent in my life for years? In some people's case, for months. You know, every couple of months, dad a dibble dabble. Every couple of years, dad a dibble dabble. You are out of my life all of this time. And then you think that you can come and say, hey, let me find out how to get on your good side. Let me try and get on your good side, get in your good grace. And now that I feel like being active, now that I feel like talking to you, now that I feel like we should have a relationship, we're going to go ahead and start that now. Like she said, relationships do not build overnight. We don't just wake up one day and I'm on the phone with you 24/7. We talking and we bestie westies. That's just not how it goes. But one thing we're not going to do is sit here and rekindle something or try and get close or try and build some sort of relationship on your terms. This whole thing has been on your terms. I've always been here, right? As your child, and we talking about as a child, as a kid, I've always been here, from a kid to an adult. Now we all the way up here, we in our mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s. In some people's cases, probably in their 40s. And now you want to say, I'm still your daddy. I'm your daddy. We gonna talk and we gonna get close. And hey, since I'm getting older, you gonna go and take care of me too. Nigga, who are you? Who are you? Have y'all watched The Polygamist? Sarah related to her bad, except for when she tried to kiss her uncle. Sarah. But wanting and yearning for that attention and that acceptance and that love from your father, right? She wanted love from her daddy so bad. So when everything was aired out and everything was said and everything was done, she was ready. She want to go on lunch dates and she want to go have coffee and she want to have a ceremony and she wants to do so much, and he's just so not interested. Such a letdown, such a sorry father. And it made me think, why do we want these relationships so bad? And we put out so much effort to make these relationships happen when the other person barely even cares. And it doesn't have to be your dad. We just happen to be talking about Father's Day. It's Father's Day today. We happen to be talking about dads, but it can be your mom. It can be a grandparent. It could be an auntie or uncle. But why do we sit here and we force ourselves? We force something to happen. We force a relationship. We force love for the other party to give the bare minimum until they're ready. I've recently made the decision to cut it off. It's cut off. It's cut off. I seen a TikTok earlier. Let me see if I can find it. I seen a TikTok earlier that said, don't nobody talk about, I don't even want to get the words wrong. Let me see if I can find it. I would rather y'all hear it for y'allself.
And why is it that nobody prepares you for when your emotionally absent parents become extremely clingy once you become an adult? Can somebody explain that to me? Because what is that about? I'm not used to that. You're going to have to dial it back. We ain't never did that before. And why is it that nobody prepares you for... This
is kind of opposite of what I was just saying. A parent that gives, you're trying, and the parent is giving bare minimum, but we don't talk about this enough. You haven't been there for me. I don't know you. You don't know me. And then now that I'm grown, you under my skin. No, you in my skin. Now that I'm grown. Whoa, hold up, Holiday. Hold up. I'm not used to this. It makes me uncomfortable. People don't talk about that enough either. And this ties into on their terms. This ties into that person that you've been wanting to be in their lives. You've been wanting them to be present in your life. You've been trying and trying and trying. They've been giving bare minimum. They haven't been showing up the way that they should. And then boom, you sprout. Because you a kid at this point. You a kid, you're a teenager. And you're just like, dad, mom, auntie, uncle, grandma, whoever it is. Please this, please that. Can we hang out? Can we this? Can we that? And they're just like, get out of my face. And then you grow up. And now you grown. Ooh, and don't let you have no money. Now that you're grown and you're an adult, you want to be in my skin. We don't talk about it enough. Can anybody relate to any of these situations? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know. If you have not already checked out Gone for Good, it is basically this little documentary I put together on my life of how my family treated me when my mom passed away. But I feel a Gone for Good 2 is brewing. I feel like it's brewing. If you have not checked out part 1, please be sure to go check out part 1. I will link it down in the comment section. And if I can remember, I will put it in the eye. But it's definitely already in the comment section. It's already there. Finish this video and then pause it at the end so that you can go to the comments and click on that one if you haven't already watched it. Because I feel like a part 2 is brewing, just about life after. Because we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it enough. And then we also don't talk about how, sometimes we put forth this effort and we reach out to that other person, that other party. They give bare minimum. And then you grow up and then now they're clingy. They've never been there for you emotionally. You don't even know this person, right? And now you grow up and they're trying to be clingy. They're trying to rekindle something or build something on their terms, right? They're trying to build something because I guess they're ready to build it now. And then you have guilt. You feel like, well, maybe I'm being a little too hard or harsh. When the whole time this person wasn't there for you. They didn't love you the way that you deserved to be loved. They weren't there to support you. And we ain't even talking about money. A lot of people want to throw money out there. We ain't even talking about money when we say support. But the biggest of them all, you don't even know me. You human standing in front of me, you don't even know me. Whether that's mom, you don't know me. Dad, you don't know me. Grandma, you don't know me. But you want some sort of credit. You want some sort of recognition on these holidays. You want to be parent of the year. How? I see somebody in the comments over here say, you trying to show affection and now I'm uncomfortable. Like, back up. And the creator replies, like, it feels like a setup. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like it doesn't feel natural. It's not comfortable. And it makes you wonder, like, why now? Why now? Because when I needed the support and I needed the love, I just needed a hug. When I needed all of these things, you weren't there. Now you're trying to give me all these things and I don't need them from you anymore. The time has passed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. I just found the story time, not this video, but you know what we reacted to. I just found the story time interesting for today. It is Father's Day. And I said, you know what? Since the story time is so short, we're going to have us a little chit chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. If you have already watched Gone for Good, let me know if I should drop a second part. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I feel like one is brewing. I really do. I really do. And I want to put visuals to part 1. I'm working on putting visuals to the part 1. So in due time, I'm not promising nothing this year or maybe not even next, but in due time, I want to put visuals to that documentary that I did because I got so many comments and I still get comments and I thank everybody that's watching, but I get so many comments of people that relate to my situation and it breaks my heart. It's sad. It's sad that it's so many people went through the same thing I went through or worse. It's sad. And I hate that for us, but we will overcome and things will get better in due time. Whew, that's all I got for y'all today. All right. I ain't about to get too much into it. Not too deep. We gonna push through and have us a marvelous day. For those of you who are watching my video and you are a great father, happy Father's Day to all of the great fathers out there. I'm not talking about the ones that literally pick their kids up and drop them back off. And I'm not talking about simply weekend dads. I'm talking about fathers that are active and that are there. Not the ones that are just watching their kids for the weekend or watching their kids as their mom take a break or watching their kids. Ain't no such thing as watching your kids when you're a parent. You're raising them. So to the fathers that are truly in their kids' lives and don't let a woman mess that up, mix that up, and you don't wait till your kids are grown to try and be active in their life because I guess you feel like they're maybe relatable because they're adults. Now, I don't know. But the ones that are active, they are mentally, emotionally in tune with their children. They know what their children are going through. They stand up for their children. They protect their children by all means. Shout out to y'all and happy Father's Day. But that's all I got for you today. If you like videos from me and you want to see more is to come. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because right now, King Day is out. out. Peace. The motherfucking building.
Burn it up, was up. Yeah, BRISKO, not know when was up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera.